I thought I got over it. I thought I was good.
Dude, this screen is vicious. This is the worst one yet in terms of just like if you get it wrong. Where the cup is like there's so much.
Elijah's not allowed to talk during my backswing.
I didn't realize that wasn't a practice. That's my fault. That's my fault.
That's terrible.
Oh my god.
Alright, high side fringe is what we're aiming for.
And
Elijah, do you see this green?
Mermac is foaming at the mouth, waiting for a mistake from Mallory.
This is very amateur golf right now, man.
Elijah's gonna go birdie on all of these holes. Watch.
I pay him some money, man.
I might go over 20 on the day.
Sit. There we go.
You know, over 20 is not bad. In real life, it'd probably be like over 80.
Get over.
Took me 3 shots to just get up there, man. Jesus. I'm already on a double bogey.
Barca ops for par.
This is Park Ops on bogey.
And I think that was a third practice swing, Jim.
That was not a.
It was close.
That was
it was
not
cutting
a
it close. It was cutting it close. I was actually, you know that one video with KMP where they're watching for the third thrust. That was me right there. I was zooming in.
That's a good reference. Man.
This is hate watch. This is hate watch.
I was sitting right behind him looking for it, man. Ooh.
Ooh.
Almost man strikes again.
And if I'm D3 athlete 10, I might break my putt stick. You know what I'm saying? I might break my club.
Oh my god!
And we hear Barca ops exclaim on the golf course. Clearly frustrated out there in San Antonio.
The entire double bogey for the game, man. This was what a par 5.
And don't be fooled by the
None of us moved, I guess. Yeah.
And viewers.
And Kent State 5-0 playing Toledo. Number 11 in his league. Oh my goodness.
Welcome to the Glass Bowl in Toledo, Ohio, home to the Toledo Rockets. A full house is in store, and so too a terrific matchup in this one.
And the Toledo Rockets going to get the ball first.
Total leather to crank us up. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Toledo Rockets offense takes the field for the first time today. And there's a man who believes he is always open. He carries that swag and that aura of a big-time playmaker, guys.
He's got to catch the football. If you're the quarterback coming into this one, you are looking for this guy early, and David, you're looking for him often.
And this offense better find ways to feature. Find him, like you said, Jesse, early, and it looks like this team shallow, get this man the football.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen.
The quarterback getting pressured here, and he's going to throw the ball away. 3rd and 9 coming up.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9.
Will this be a 3 and out, or can the offense get first down here? And Julio getting in the backfield and getting a sack. Quick 3 and out for the Golden Eagles defense after his back their feet and punch.
Slips through the line.
And he's going to get it to their own 48.
They've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession.
And
So
this
Kent
offense
State's
being
offense
let
has its
out
first
by
opportunity
the
of the
senior
day.
quarterback.
This is just a great
Ulatowski.
matchup to watch on the outside and who can win downfield in the passing game.
Man, this reminds me of 1997 Charles
And
Woodson
they get the
versus
ball.
David Boston. Two
And
physical athletes that are going to be going
getting
toe-to-toe all
off
game
of
long.
the
Yeah,
block.
two alphas, two guys that play the
Getting
positions
back,
where you have to
getting
have such
tackle for
confidence,
loss.
cornerback, wide receiver.
First
Let's
play
see this
drive.
throw
They're still
down.
getting the ball again.
And he'll
Getting a
get
gain of
behind
6
those
on the
pads and
run.
deliver the blow and get it down to the 44. Third down, and they'll need to
Third
get the
and
ball to
6.
the
And they're coming out in
38-yard
empty.
line. Looking to throw, it's
Ulatowski drops
Ulatowski.
back. Looking for his receiver
Serious
here
arm
as he
strength
gets
on that third
pressured.
down pass, but it's incomplete. The golden flashes
And the
looking
offense
to
is
convert
going to
on
stay out on
fourth
the
down.
field here.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down.
Gonna find
He's got
Evans
his
here for
man.
the first down.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it,
getting
and
him
it
the
shows
ball
you the
and
arm
getting
talent on the throw.
stopped.
Really
3
important
yards
for a ranked team
after.
going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe,
Ulatowski
and don't give the
dropping back.
fans
Gonna find
reason to
his hiding
get
a
jacked
roster
up
and
and
for the first
excited.
down
Come out
here.
early, be in a
Whoa,
business
whoa,
mode
whoa,
mindset.
You gotta
whoa!
start fast. You gotta have a sense of urgency. You cannot
Third
come
and 8
sleepwalking
instead.
into an
As you
environment
see,
like this,
Michigan got
because
a
if
win
you do
today
and you
over
make some
USC.
mistakes, this crowd will
And
bounce on you and
Jay
seize
getting
momentum.
the first
They
down,
make
getting
the
it into
tackle, but
first
he's got
and
a fresh
goal
set of
here.
downs, and it's first and goal from the
Number
7.
6 Michigan
And the
beating number
golden
16
flashes
USC
are
today.
marching down the field. Keeping it on the ground
They
on
give
first
him
and
the
goal.
ball.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Second and goal coming up. The run up the
Okay,
middle
hand the ball
here,
again,
looking for a
and
path to the
finally
end zone.
and getting in the
And
end
he
zone for the
takes it in for
touchdown.
the score. Touchdown, golden
Kent State goes
flashes.
up 7-0.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got
Yeah, the two
tremendous
Oklahoma
vision.
number
He can
8
make people
Texas
miss. You
playing
saw all
today.
of that on display
As
here
you
in the
see
opening
back there
drive.
here.
He'll start
Red
the
River
return inside
Rivalry.
his 5.
The
He
turnover
was
finally
looking for more
running
running room,
and
but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your
Why
guy.
you
Find those
running back?
plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
And
They bring him
Dave,
down, and he's
here
going to
comes
lose
the
a
loss
yard on that
today.
one. And the Rockets want to move quickly.
Third and 9 coming up. Will
Third
be
and
a
long,
quick
and he'll try to
3-and-out
throw for it.
again.
Couldn't find a man, just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. The
Another quick
Rockets will
3-and-out for
punt
this
this one away.
defense here.
This will be the second time they've had to
After
kick it
back
away.
receive. And after is gonna find some
Coverage
other
team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Line gets set, first down. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
Just
How
didn't seem
did I
like the
miss
quarterback
that?
and his intended
How
target
could
were
I
on the
miss
same
that?
page there.
After the quarterback and receiver
Second
failed to
10
hook
coming
up,
up.
they'll try it
The
again
ball
on
is handed
second
off to
down.
Roche here. Getting
They
a
can
gain of
rely
5.
on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. They have it at the 43, third and short, trying to avoid making a decision on fourth down. Fires to
You
the
gotta
right.
be kidding me.
There were serious revolutions on that third down pass, but it's incomplete.
And on that incompletion, I think the quarterback was being
Off
just
the thing out
too
on the
careful,
fourth and
trying to throw
5
that
here.
ball too far outside. Obviously aware that the defenders are coming from the inside. You don't want to put it behind the intended target and risk the pick 6, but he needs to be more accurate.
And this
And they are stopped on fourth down.
terrible
That
pass.
decision will be
receiver
questioned.
was open, but
They'll
Couldn't
run
come
it
down
out
the
of the
ball.
shotgun. On the move at the 30. He
And
got a
running back
bunch of
getting
look
a
close to
first
getting a lot
down.
more, but he's got the first down. A lot of urgency for this offense.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play action pass.
And the receiver getting the catch and walking into the end zone.
Touchdown, Rockets.
Really nice job
We
working
are flagged
around,
up
getting
this ball
himself
game
open. He
here.
was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing.
That's exactly.
No return coming, he'll call for the fair catch. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time David sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed
They're
not
just gonna
getting
throw
that
that
first
ball
down. You
away,
see it on the
35 coming
sideline, so
up.
let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short.
And look where the
Catch in the
receiver
middle,
finds
it's
Coleman
Coleman.
across the middle
They get
and
him on the
getting the
ground, but
first
it's a
down
first down.
as we go into the second quarter. The
Entertaining
game
first
is
quarter,
tied
and we are
7-7.
all locked
Golden
up
Eagles
after
have
one as
the
we
ball.
take a quick look at
Toledo
some
is standing
stats.
the top
The
half
golden flashes
of the
will
match
snap it
right
on
now.
1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Ulatowski.
And find his
Makes the
receiver
grab along
after
the
it's a
sidelines,
gain
but that'll
of
be a little
5.
short of the first down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
Breaking the tackle and chugging
Makes
his
a
feet
stop
for the
at
first
40,
down.
but he's got 15
Getting it past the
yards on
52
that
of
one
their
and
own
a first
40.
down. And the golden
Nice
flashes
game
are
on the play
rolling
there.
down the field.
And we see a play action
Wants to
coming.
throw on 1st down
And
off
find
the
his
play
wide
fake.
receiver Martin
Wide
here.
open
And Martin
downfield.
finding running room,
And they'll
getting it to
finally
their own
catch up to him, but not
14.
before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Pressure coming.
And Ulatowski getting
And the
pressure.
rush will get to him at the 25.
How about this defense coming out aggressive
Well,
on 1st down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no,
coming
no, no.
up.
We're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a 2nd down and
Coming
long,
out in.
putting them in a great position to be
Empty
successful.
here, gonna find
That's
Martin across
caught.
the
It's
middle.
Martin. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. He's got the back in the middle. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
And I think if I'm a QB,
Fourth and 11, the offense
I
comes
get
back
to
out.
my running back who's really good after the catch and really good with the ball in his hands, but the defense did the job.
And
They got
find
him on the
Etheridge
ground.
here.
They gave him some
Etheridge gonna
yards,
get enough for
but
a
they
first
forced the 4th
down.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. This offense in
First and
scoring
goal
position
here.
with a fresh set of downs.
And Roche gets the ball.
He works his way ever closer all the way
at
down to the 1 yard line. Now
Second
the
and goal
offense
after
tries to
1
punch it
yard
in on
line.
2nd and goal.
Roche
Tries again
gets
to
that in
get
the
it
backfield.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Defense becomes even more heightened in this area of the field.
3rd and goal
The
after
short yard
5.
situations, the goal to go situations, they got to be dialed in. That's 2 big stops in a row.
Oh
Throw to the end
my
zone,
God.
picked
There's
off.
no way, bruh. There's no way.
The offense set for a first down play.
Ulatowski throwing
Pulled and finds his man on the
bad.
And he
Apparently
was
bad
fortunate not to
pass. We didn't
lose
know
yardage on that
he was
play,
on
able
the
to
field.
wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Ball's gonna come down. Watch over the middle here.
Trying play action. Made a defender miss.
And we're coming up in
And they
the
were looking
warning.
for a chunk play, and they got it.
It
The
is off the
explosive
Toledo
picks
offense
up
is
more
going
than
into
30.
hurry up.
And I really like when offenses
Coming up
attack
on the
over
2-minute
the middle of the
warning.
field. Between the linebackers and the safeties, there's usually a soft area that you can
Score
usually
is
have
tied,
some success.
7-7 here.
Really nice job by this
Oh,
offense
fucking
taking advantage of those areas.
McIntyre gonna come down.
Comes
Watch
out
over the
throwing
middle
on first
here.
down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Crosby. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. On second down, he'll let it fly. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense.
What sense does that make,
They'll
bro?
get a chance to regroup on the sideline. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Looking to throw it again. Good timing on the quick out. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Floats it out in space.
Throw it out to his running back here.
That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. And the Rockets trying to cash it in on first and goal. He's looking to pass. Get it out on the screen. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. They've gotten pushed back, but it's still third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone.
Goes it and intercepted in the end zone.
And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
Dang right, snatched the ball out of the air, but that's payback.
They're going to throw it to start the drive.
And throw it to his wide receiver Coleman here.
It's Coleman. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the...
He's going for a big play downfield. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short. Who knows what they're going to do?
Defense was swarming around this quarterback, and he never had a
chance
to get off. And down he goes, and we will head to halftime. About to kick it away again as we are tied up in the third quarter.
Etheridge.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean,
he's looking deep.
Ulatowski looking to go deep here to Coleman. And one play touchdown.
Kent State.
75-yard touchdown for Coleman.
When you can run like that, the quarterback is going to give you opportunities. And look at him run by the defenders. QB sees it, stick the hand up in the air, catch the football, get to the end zone.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball play.
Making adjustments here.
He'll start this drive firing. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down.
In terms of SMU and a game right now, SMU winning the game.
Location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind,
and
that might be a
tackle for a loss
so
of
nice
one
job by the
here.
quarterback with his accuracy.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. Lost one deep down the right side. It's complete. A huge pickup. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play. And I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Looking to go up top on first down. It's complete.
Hits his receiver.
And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. And the Rockets have their offense in high gear. They'll leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Going to work on second down in the red zone. And still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's got his man. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. On third down, going up top. Pocket starts to collapse.
And the quarterback Roche in the backfield and
chalk up a sack. And they decide to trot out the kicker. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right edge.
And it's down the middle.
Absolutely perfect. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. From the gun, running back gets the give. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the tailback.
The ball again,
maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. Now facing a 3rd and long.
3rd and 8 coming up.
Scanning the field. It's Ulatowski.
Going to find
it's on target and complete. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is...
He lets one
look for McCray here on the first down,
and the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end. The offense starts with a short field.
Adam beat.
They'll run it from the gun. Stop is made at the
Why did he go forward? Why did he go forward?
Just outside the red zone. He's looking to throw it. He's got
Why is my man not moving over for the interception, man, bro?
Pass play in prime position for a score. Wants to go up top. He wants it all. And he's going to score.
And
Toledo.
just like that, Toledo.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
Has the lead. Should have freaking had
and the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to
looking
find the
deep
balance
on this
for
play,
this offense to be
man.
productive. And last possession they
not
went
connect
for it,
with
they rolled the
Coleman
dice,
there.
Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
And find his receiver Martin across the middle.
And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
When you play zone coverage, everybody drops back. Everybody has eyes on the quarterbacks. You're not really looking at the wide receivers a lot of times, so they can slip in those little cracks. The quarterback can really make precise throws. Great job, great play, great throw, great game.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He'll try it again. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Pulls it in. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Back to pass, it's Ulatowski.
Trying
And
to
the
find
physical
effort.
play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out.
And going into the fourth quarter,
Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass.
And find his wide receiver Coleman.
Pulls it in, it's
Coleman taking out the field.
He's
First
run
and 10
bounds,
at their
but
own
not
12.
before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Golden Flashes come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Gonna find his tight end Roche for the touchdown.
Touchdown, Golden Flashes. They've got the lead here.
Score
in the fourth.
21-17.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
5:35 left in the fourth quarter. These are all the
Fielded in the end zone. It's Crosby. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer. You've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
The Rockets want to pick up the tempo. On third down, he drops to throw. Completes it in the middle. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. New set of downs after that completion.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play.
And a fumble! And the Daily taking up the fumble!
And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Excellent field position here for the offense. They'll throw it on first down. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
I literally forgot the
Well, this
I
offense is
forget
trying
to
to ice the
play
game. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but it's only by one possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision making. And that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in a sudden change situation.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with second and 4.
McIntyre coming down here.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back.
Being met at the
And
line
how
of
about
scrimmage.
that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Going into empty here.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Feeling some heat.
And you'll throw the
And
ball
they can't make
away.
the connection on third down.
Out in
And the Rockets will bring the punt team onto the field.
Unnecessary interception, bro. That's exactly who's going to take this out.
Was looking for more running room and found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an
If
easy
they hand the
handoff.
ball
Just
again,
hand the football off,
going
maybe
behind
get the
his
ground game
blockers,
going,
getting
maybe
the first
jumpstart
down.
this offense a little bit.
The defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run
his
there.
wide receiver.
Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the
That's
slot
the
that
ball
I
for
can move
Roche here.
around, that I
Roche
can put in
fighting
motion,
for
that
yards.
I can make him
Really
go in or out. I can
third
put him
and
off the
inches.
ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Fucking read off.
Third and inches coming. This is the kind of play where every fiber of your being is tested.
Okay, getting the
And
first
he's knocked
down.
but not before moving the chains.
Well, nice job finding a
This will
crease to
take
go
us
get
to
that
the
first. And
2
Dave, there's
minute
just some
warning
running
here.
backs out there that feel like they have that sixth sense. They just know where the marker is. They know where that first down marker is, and they're just able to find a way to fall
First
forward.
and 10
Oh, and I love when they don't
45.
dance. Know the
Okay, getting him
situation,
the
right?
ball
Don't bounce
and
things that don't need to be
getting a
bounced.
3
When I
on
need
the
to stick
play.
my face in there and lower my shoulder and get a couple yards, I got to know the situation. Great job by him running the ball physical and finishing the run for a first down.
At this point, the defense has
Okay,
little
hand the ball
choice but
again.
to sell
Getting
out to stop
again
the
a
run on
score.
2nd and 7. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve
3rd and
time
3
for their
coming up.
offense.
Definitely
They'll snap
need
it
this
from the
first down
48
to
on
call
3rd
the
and short.
game. And we're getting
Didn't
met.
get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. 4th down, gotta have it here.
Gonna find Eckler here for the first down.
And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy
And
conversion for
Penn
this
State
offense.
is going to get
And the
a
quarterback's
win
just
here
gonna
in
take a
Toledo
knee.
Stadium.
When you hit this point in the season, week 7,
Taking
you
down
sort
a
of
number
turn the
1 in the
corner and
map
you
this
remain
week.
unbeaten at this point. You've
This
morphed
Penn State
into a
offense led
championship
by
contender.
senior
Yes,
quarterback
but you don't want to
Ulatowski here.
peek too far ahead, Reese. You kind of want to be like, nothing to see here, just move on. We haven't accomplished what we wanted yet. We haven't accomplished what we set out to do. It's week 7. I know you
Okay,
guys
getting
got bigger
89
hopes and
rushing
bigger
yards
dreams
on the day
than just being to week 7 and being
4 yards
undefeated.
per carry.
And guys, I've been really impressed with this team because they just
Leading
seemed
the
to
wide
always
receiver
have an
again
identity.
with
From the
100
very beginning of the year, they knew who they were, they knew what they were going to go out and try to accomplish and how they wanted to dominate teams. And they've been able to do that to this point. So, David, to your point, just keep getting better every single week moving ahead. And this team could be in the college football playoff discussion.
That's going to do it for us from here for Jesse Palmer, Dave Pollock. I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Dotson, Daly, Studio, Johnson, Old, and Thompson, he's getting the tackle off as well. Saeed getting 1.5 sack, Studio getting 1 sack, and Roche getting 1.5 sack. And then we had Dawson getting an interception of Daly. And then we had Saeed forcing a fumble and Daly recovering that fumble. See you next week.